There are two reasons I love SHSMUN, both very different, but both really important to me. First of all, the people I meet. The people I've met at SHSMUN have changed my life. I really cannot overstate their importance in my life and the importance the conference has had in shaping me as a person. So I love SHSMUN for that. I love SHSMUN too because, well, it's got incredible topics, it's got great debate, and it's just interesting intellectually.
I love SHSMUN because it's allowed me to view the world through many different lenses, and also because it's allowed me to come out of my shell and become a lot more confident in who I am and when I speak.
I love SHSMUN because it forces us to look at issues from different people's perspectives and different countries. It's really interesting.
I love SHSMUN because I love debating, and debating with a viewpoint of an entire nation over topics that have global importance is amazing.
I love SHSMUN for a lot of reasons, but first of all, it has to be the incredibly fun and supportive staff that we have on board. Everyone always bounces ideas off each other just to make SHSMUN the very best conference it can be. And second of all, it has to be the variety of topics that SHSMUN offers. Every year there's something new to debate, and whether you like economics or the environment, you have something to debate that you'll enjoy. And that's something that a lot of conferences just don't offer.
I love SHSMUN because it forces the delegates to really think hard about topics that they wouldn't otherwise be presented with in their classrooms.
I love SHSMUN because it allows you to really delve into topics that you might otherwise not be able to learn as in depth about, and you get to meet all sorts of awesome new people who are so smart and so talented in so many different ways, and it really just expands your view of the world in general.
I love SHSMUN because of the people. I mean, whether this is your first conference or your last one, there's always someone who's in the same boat as you, and I think it's a really good idea to be able to connect to people across different backgrounds and such through learning about the world.
I love SHSMUN because it develops understanding and empathy through debate and really cool and interesting topics that are also internationally relevant, and it's run by high schoolers.
I love SHSMUN because it's absolutely life-changing. You make so many friends at the conference, you have these unforgettable memories, and it allows you to think and view other cultures and societies and different perspectives, and SHSMUN is just absolutely amazing.
I love SHSMUN because it's a chance for high schoolers to all come together about issues that they care about and for them to find real-world solutions in which they can actually enact real change.
Okay, so at my first SHSMUN, whenever I was a sophomore, so this was SHSMUN 2015, we were doing the mock debate, and one of the resolutions was that Beyonce should be the intergalactic supreme overlord. And I guess in my craziness decided that it would be fun to make up this backstory for why we needed Beyonce to be the intergalactic supreme overlord. And so I made up this story in a speech, actually. I gave this out in a speech, saying that the Zorblogs, an alien race I made up, were attacking Earth and all the other planets, so they were attacking the solar system. And I was really passionate, so I started almost yelling and kind of banging on the table. And at that point, I just really felt at home. I felt like this was a lot of fun, I loved it. And whenever I sat down, there was actually applause, so that was a blast.
My favorite SHSMUN memory is actually really recent. The entire staff went to Panera, and Rose, Krista, and I started talking about memes, and were laughing and dying uncontrollably for a good hour and a half, so.
My favorite SHSMUN memory is the 2016 Security Council crisis. There were a ton of passed out chairs on the floor. It was really fun. The crisis was really interesting, and our chair was great.
My favorite SHSMUN memory is the 2015 Dissect Committee, in which in the last 2 minutes of committee I moved for a unmoderated dance caucus for 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I got shot down because it wasn't long enough.
My favorite SHSMUN memory is everything.
My favorite SHSMUN memory is when my whole school, all of our delegates were sitting in the hallway and our advisors brought us Papa John's pizza.
My favorite SHSMUN memory has got to be SHSMUN 2016. Our mock debate topic was which is the best TV show, and one of the options was The Office, and I was like, I have to go and talk. So I got up and I talked for a solid 45 minutes on why The Office is the best TV show, and I had never seen a single episode of The Office, so I had to make everything up.
My favorite SHSMUN memory comes from my freshman year when we wrote a resolution condemning the Isle of Man for spreading Ebola.
My favorite SHSMUN memory was last year when I ran into Carlin Simcox on the way out of officer interviews, and I didn't know I'd be a chair with her, but she's pretty great.
My favorite SHSMUN memory is from last year, SHSMUN 2016, and all of the girls were in 2 different rooms. We had adjoining rooms, and we opened them up, and the first night we were there, we stayed up until 4 in the morning talking, writing resolutions, preparing for debate, writing our chair applications, and we got up 2 hours later to go to committee. And I mean, those are some of my best friends now today, and that's definitely my favorite SHSMUN memory.
My favorite SHSMUN memory is definitely General Committee from last year, because the chance when all of these experienced delegates came together and they were just fighting. They were fighting about the smallest things, but it was just so much fun, and it really just shows how much all these high schoolers really care and how positive and how passionate they are about Model UN, which is what I really love.